back to my channel, and if you're new, make sure to subscribe for more content like this. And in this video, I'm going to be guiding you guys everything you need to know about K-pop auditions, plus more, and some additional information that you guys are always curious about, always asking me here. So that is what I'm going to do. So if you're new to K-pop auditions, this is honestly the perfect video for you to watch, and I will guide you through some other videos you can watch further on after this video, because there's more information in those specifically according to your needs, according to your questions. Before we begin, if you're new here, please do subscribe. I do make videos about K-pop auditions, tips on auditioning, and more information about auditioning. And if you're a longtime subscriber of mine, hi, welcome back. And guys, I do have one favor to ask of you. If you guys know anyone who wants to become an idol, anyone who wants to improve their skill, I'm sure you do. Have any friends, any group chats related to K-pop audition tips, related to K-pop auditions, Facebook groups, things like that, please do share this video. How you can do that is right up there. All you have to do is click the share button, and then you can share it onto Twitter, Facebook. Just copy the link, and then copy and paste it to Instagram group chats, whatever that may be, whatever platform you use. Please do share it, because the goal of this video is to share all of these information with you guys, not only you guys, but other people who want to audition, because I've seen that there's so much misinformation going around just in the comment section of my videos. People who DM me have a lot of misinformation, and I really want to correct them on that, and that's kind of what this video is. So please share this video. Literally, you can just send them the link, share it. I don't know how else I can say it, but yeah. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. Most viewers on my channel are pretty young, and they want to convince their parents to audition because they just won't say yes to you for auditioning, for becoming an idol, that sort of thing. In this video, I have 10 ways you can tell your parents and convince your parents. Through this video, I've seen a lot of people actually trying to convince their parents, and some people just didn't ask. They just kind of assumed that their parents would say no, but in the end, they actually said yes because of these ways. So I do recommend watching this video. Please do comment down if you guys have any questions, because I do answer every single one of them. I know, pretty amazing. People comment things like, my visuals are lacking, I don't think I'm really good at dancing, but I'm pretty good at singing, or I'm good at rapping, but I'm not so good at dancing, and things like that. Variations of those sorts belong to this video. This video explains how companies don't look for everything. They aren't looking for the perfect. I mean, I guess some companies do, but a lot of companies just look for one thing that you have potential in. So for example, you could be really good at dancing, but not so very good at singing and rapping. That's totally fine. That's what you're there to train for. A trainee means that you're training at a company and learning how to do these things. If you're perfect, then they can just immediately debut you, right? Why would they? If you're perfect, they would immediately send you off to the debut group, right? Otherwise, there would be no trainee process. More information about this, I would recommend watching Everything You Need to Know About K-pop Auditions. I literally explain everything you need to know. This video is more for like new beginners, I guess, who need to know about auditions. And the next thing is, how does the trainee process work? How does auditioning work? How does being an idol work? So like I said, that video does explain the entire process from auditioning to becoming an idol. But if you want to know about the auditioning steps, so after you online audition, what happens then? Do they contact you? Do they, just not respond to you? How do they actually get in contact with you so you can move on to the next step and eventually become a trainee and then eventually become an idol? You want to watch this video because the entire process is explained in there, and although it differs from company to company, that's the usual steps. And in some special conditions, like the B-Lift audition that ended a few days back, or months back, maybe like a month back, they had a bit different circumstances. Like, they were going to do an online audition, which was through Google Form, and then they called people to do like an online audition video through like Zoom or some kind of thing like that. So it's different for every company, and usually they will tell you in the website what they're going to do with the people that they choose and how they will contact them. That can also be found through their Instagram. They usually have some like audition Instagram. So for example, SM, who really looks for new trainees, new potential, they always have like these updates on their Instagram page where they explain about auditions. It's called SM Audition _ official. So if you just search them up, it'll pop up. They're right now looking for a lot of trainees. They also do these kind of weekly challenges where it's not really for training, but they give out prizes, things like that. So if you're interested in that, I would recommend checking out that. JYP, for example, has an audition Instagram called JYP Audition Official, and they're just looking for new JYP trainees, things like that. YG also has an audition. It's just called YG Audition. There are DM auditions going on right now. There's a lot going on. So I do recommend that you watch these because they can be really helpful to those who want to audition for bigger companies. Obviously, smaller companies aren't going to have these kind of Instagram pages because they just get less people to audition. The next question I get a lot is, I'm not Korean, I don't look Korean, I'm Indian, I'm Filipino, I am, I don't know, white, I can't think, but those kind of situations where you're not Korean and you don't look Korean. That belongs to this video. Everything you need to know about K-pop auditions I do explain in that video, as well as this video, the company video that I just mentioned, because some companies are open to foreigners and non-Korean trainees. The thing you guys need to know is that when K-pop first started, you think it was a bunch of international people joining K-pop? No, they were probably all like 99.99% Korean. I mean, that's where K-pop originated from, right? Korean pop. For example, Dita from Secret Number, she's one of the first Indonesian idols to be really popular, I guess, internationally and in Korea. I mean, I wouldn't say that they're really popular in Korea, but they're still quite popular. Their group is really successful compared to other small groups, I guess. So if she thought, oh no, I'm not Korean, I'm Indonesian, I can't audition, she would not have gone this far. And these kind of things, these kind of obstacles, you need to overcome in order to be an idol. Even Korean people who wanted to audition, they must have some obstacles too, right? One trainee could have thought, I'm so good at singing, but my dancing is so lacking. I don't think I'll ever improve. Look at that girl, she's so good at dancing and I can't even compare. How could I even be in the same industry, in the same group with her? No, you need to stop complaining and having that kind of attitude and mindset and change it by practicing more, and therefore you will learn to kind of gradually overcome that insecurity by practicing and becoming better at it. No one's best at everything. No one's perfect. They all work to get there at the end of the day, right? So anything that differentiates you from the typical Korean idol, you need to kind of think of that and also watch the videos that I just mentioned. So having darker skin, having less talent, not being Korean, not speaking Korean, things like that. And some people ask, so is it okay to audition if you're 20 or 18 right now? Yes, you can audition as long as it's okay with the company rules, because each company does have its own rules, but usually they're any age can audition just because they want more opportunities for people and they seek for more trainees. So, but being younger does give you an advantage. About 12 is a good place to start with, not to audition with, but just to start with improving your skill, because when you're younger it's kind of easier to learn your skills and develop them. So I'd say 12 is a good place to start. But say you're 17 right now and you just found out about this. You just found out you can actually audition for K-pop companies and things like that. It's not too late. As long as you've got those idealistic circumstances, it's easier, obviously. And if you're younger, that gives you more of an advantage. Say you're young and have the talent, then you're pretty set to go. But if you're older and you have less talent, it's going to be difficult. But the key point here is that I'm not saying it's impossible, okay? I don't mean to be cringy, but nothing is impossible, okay? Some company out there, no matter how small they are, no matter how unknown they are, they're probably looking for people like you somewhere, right? It's not like there are only 3 companies in Korea. No, there's so many different companies. And all that needs is a bit of research. In my company video, I did explain some of the more popular companies, but in that video is also smaller companies. So it really ranges, right? And I'm sure you can find a lot of small companies who are actually legit. Yeah, that's about it. And some people are like, I don't know about my skills. Am I really that talented to be an idol? Am I fit to be an idol? Are my visuals good? Are my talents good? That sort of thing all belongs to Patreon. So I have a video on Patreon. You can also watch that. And Patreon will be linked down below. In a short answer, it's where I give help to you guys about auditions, answer your questions, and kind of do more special behind the scenes kind of help for those who need further help, who need extra help. And if you're wondering about the trainee life and the idol life, like how does school go, how many hours do we actually need to practice a day, schedule for trainees is the video for that, because I explain a day-to-day basis of how training goes, and also like weekly, so like are weekends off, or you still have to practice, things like that I explain in that video. And some people wonder, how can I stand out to the judges? How can I be a bit more unique? Because right now I feel like I'm pretty good at my talents. I have average visuals, but there's nothing special about me that can really push me further for the judges' liking. In that case, you can watch this video. It's called How to Stand Out to the Judges. How to Stand Out to the Judges is included in that video. General singing slash dancing slash rapping tips and information is included in my series, which is called Giving Advice to K-Pop Idol Wannabe series. In that series, I give help to people like you and look at their audition clip and kind of give you some pointers here and there on what you can improve, how you can stand out even more, some faults you have, things like that is included in that. I have a lot of episodes, and throughout these episodes, not only do I include these tips for that specific person, these tips could apply to you too. And in there, I sprinkle a bit of information that you guys need to know when you're sending your clip to the judges. The next question I get a lot is, what song should I choose? What song would suit me best? Do you have any song recommendations? And the answer to that is no, I don't, because I've never seen you. I've never seen your talent, your vocals, your dancing, your rapping. I don't know your style. So it's up to you. Whatever song suits you the best, you feel more confident in. I was actually just talking about this with the Patreon member who chose, I forgot what song it was. It was a few days ago. But they chose this song that didn't necessarily suit them well. Oh yeah, it was Happy by Taeyeon, and it didn't really suit them well because, first of all, the song itself was really not vocal based. It was more so vibe based, and the style of the song is more important compared to the vocals. So there are no really special vocal techniques that need to be there, no high notes. I mean, there are a few high notes depending on your vocal range, what you consider as high, but not necessarily the stereotypical very high notes weren't really included in that. I think that she pulled it off well, except that since it was a Korean song and she isn't someone Korean, her pronunciation was lacking, her confidence was lacking, and you could clearly see that through her expression, through her singing as well. And in the Korean parts, there's a bit like mumbly, I guess, muffled sound, because she didn't know exactly how to pronounce. So those kind of things, you kind of want to get away from that. And in this video called What Song Should I Choose for My K-Pop Audition? Wow, I'm doing the same pose in the thumbnail. Yeah, that video, I do kind of give you some tips on how you can choose the song that you want to choose, the song that would suit you the best, how to find that song. And the next question is, I'm not very confident. I do think I have the talent and I've got the visuals, but I don't have the confidence to send a video in to do something in public. Like, there are people who comment, so you think there will be like a lot of people during the public audition? Yes. If you've seen like these public audition experience stories on YouTube, on blog posts, whatever, I mean, obviously those aren't open right now, but there are a whole heck of people, especially if it's like for bigger companies like SM. There are going to be so many people who want to audition along with you, and even though you're not auditioning right in front of them, it's like usually in a group of 10 and then along with a few judges, so it's not that much, but confidence is important. How do you think you're going to be on the stage all day every day if you can't do that for about a minute, right? So I do have a video on confidence. It's called How to Gain More Confidence. So that really explains it all. I hope this video really helped you kind of find your way and answer a few questions. All of the videos are linked down below. And another reminder to share the video, okay? Anyone who wants to become an idol, anyone who's thinking about becoming an idol, and literally anyone who's trying to improve their skill could really get some information out of this video and other videos on my channel. So all you have to do is click the share button and share it with your friends, your family, your acquaintances, people like that. And if you're new here, please do subscribe. I do have weekly videos related to K-pop audition advice. So hope to see you guys next time. Please comment down what you guys thought about this video. I am planning on making a part 2 to this, maybe like, since this was more information based, more like inspirational. I don't think I've really made that. I mean, I've included a lot of inspirational advice throughout my series, throughout these videos, but I don't think I've made like a full-on video about inspirational things related to K-pop auditions. So if you guys would like to see that, please do comment, and thank you guys for watching. Bye! Training first. The next question I get along is, get along? So those things so those kind of things you wanna kind of be so many